This drill is to make sure that the players actually do catch the ball with the ends of their digits as opposed to the palm of their hand. If a ball comes to them and it hits the palm of their hand, the ball will rebound. If they've got their hand in position so it comes in to your thumbs and fingers there's more give on the ball and will look after the ball better. It doesn't rebound off them. And this is that practice to get that feel onto the ball all the time, that it is on the 10 points of contact there. Catching across the ball just gives the shape where this ball is the fat part in the middle. If you run your hands along the fat part, it is more difficult to get your hands spread around it. If you put your hands across the fat part, you've got a much greater spread between thumb and fingers, and your hands can spread down the ball. So that's the position we need to be in to carry the ball. I'm looking for the players to have soft hands, but when they've got the ball in the hands, have a really strong grip. So it's a combination of soft receipt, strong grip on the ball. All the time we're trying to put pressure on players to improve. The progressions are important with this, and if it becomes too easy for them, when they come to match situations under real pressure, that's when the skills are tested. So you put into practice little exercises which will pressure them now, i.e. round the world we call this. So from the catch here now, the players now have to turn their hand round the ball, both right and left hand coming round the ball like so. And again, it's that soft touch, strong grip. As soon as they make contact, that grip comes on so they don't drop the ball. We're looking again, this is just an extra pressure to put on the players, and they have to focus. When a ball is coming into their hands, they have to look at the shape of the ball to make sure they manipulate their hands correctly. And this is to do that. The ball will be moving in the air and they have to move their hands around correctly to grip it. And it just does strengthen their grip as well. If you are under real pressure and you've caught the ball absolutely correctly, you will then give a perfect pass without having to adjust that ball. Players who have to adjust the ball take an extra half a step. That means the defender's got an extra half step on you, and the recipient of your pass will probably get man and ball, or you might not even get the pass away. Whereas if you've caught it correctly, when you come into the contact zone, you know you've got a good grip on the ball, and I'll show you some offload practices which will explain why it's important to have this grip. Yeah, all these things should be fun, and young players like challenges all the time, and these are challenges to do this. The real progressions when these guys get good is to be able to combine little exercises so that they go round the back, over their shoulder. So all the time they're just testing themselves to make sure that they're getting their hands on the correct grip. All the time I'm watching the ball so that when it's coming down I'm looking at it to make sure my hands are going across on that fat part. It's all the time just put in different progressions. Kids like to do these things. There are challenges, allow them to make up their own little things that they can do to develop that grip on the ball.